Hey y'all, Gina Chimesi here, psych nurse practitioner, where I talk about everything trauma healing. We're on this little street on the corner of the internet, my little corner. I try to make it okay to not be okay. Coming at you today, post an event that I went to. That event sometimes calls for head covering. So today I have my head cover on, representing culture. Sometimes you gotta do that. But anyways, that actually got me thinking about three things that, especially as healing from trauma, healed trauma, if you want to put it that way, healed, wherever you are in the journey or the process. Sometimes we don't think about it, especially when it comes to finances. And I am a big corporate and I'm working towards that goals. And as I research and come across things that are helpful, tips, especially when it comes to things that makes I want to avoid doing things because of our trauma, and we're living by fight or flight mode or survival mode or fear mode or high functioning depression, anxiety mode, avoiding the hard things, so to speak, or defaulting those to someday in the future. But life is so freaking, is that loud here? Life is so short and so friable that sometimes you default things to a later time, and before you know it, you're not here. And if you're not here, think about your loved ones too. So the three things that I wanted to tackle, short and sweet, is not paying self first, especially if you're someone like me who runs your own show, or if you're working for someone. To get to my next point is getting to bad debt. But even the first point, not paying self first, even if you're getting paid, allocating a certain amount of that pay, like at least 5 to 10% to yourself, into an investment account. Notice I didn't say into a savings account. Leave your money into a savings account, it's just gonna be dead. It's just, you're not getting anything in the long run. And then third is not having at least a 3-month minimum of a kind of a buffer for just in case something should happen to you, to your house, flood, life disaster, car accident, that puts you out of work, out of commission for 3 to 6 months, and you find yourself wanting. And as a bonus point, not having multiple streams of income. So even if you're working for someone, considering having other streams of income, like this streets, maybe like me, maybe one day, who knows? Or having something you're selling, or having a store, or having something, a book, or a course, or something that you can earn something while you're sleeping. Living paycheck to paycheck is like, but sometimes we feel like we have no choice but to live paycheck to paycheck. There are over 60% of people who are high earners, and when I say high earners, they are 5-figure earners, 6-figure earners, 7-figure earners, so to speak, higher up, who still have not, will not, or know a way to implement their strategies. Because sometimes when we make money, the more we make, the more you're spending. Ching. If you're not intentional to set it up ahead, to have that taken away, like investment especially, you're gonna find yourself, okay, that weekend getaway, that brand name. Yeah, it's nice to have a brand name something. Maybe you have one or two. That way when you're going out or something, you can at least look presentable. Maybe a dress, maybe a bag. But the constant need to purchase high-end things, or purchase cars, or it's just like a constant need to buy. Just like you're feeling an empty hole or a need to constantly be on the go or show yourself off a certain type of way or have to have a certain type of label to be worthy. So even money, the psychology around money and trauma and childhood and all that mishmash, it's something else. It's the whole beast. But at least these 3 points is so important. So many years, like you find people come to being like in their 50s, 60s, or 70s, and like, I didn't really save much for retirement. You're living paycheck by paycheck, the rat race of money, didn't put that money apart into a Roth IRA, into a compounding, really high interest investment, or invest in real estate, not like crazy deals that just suck up your money, destroy your money, and whatever investment goals you have actually goes down the drain or just kind of sucks up all your money, and now you find yourself wanting. You don't want to also be working, doing groceries, maybe traveling, blah blah blah, paying your taxes, paying the big sum, and then having nothing in investment. So there's so many different varieties of investment, a few I mentioned, but just being a way to do that because that time comes. And then life insurance is another big one. So then when one day you're not here, your loved ones are also not found wanting, because they can use that money towards your arrangement because you're not longer here, you're with the good Lord. And they can also carry on their life without having to dig a big hole for themselves. That's how you build generational wealth. That's why you live a stress-free life, by minimizing, just being pretty minimalist, but also being intentional about living a pretty darn good life, not avoiding, not overspending, and not being a miser, because sometimes people go to the extreme where they are like not spending nothing. They live like they are paupers. So you don't want to live like that, and then boom, you're gone. What kind of life do you live? You're experiencing a physical life here in our physical body, but it's spiritual experience, because we don't know where and how and when we're not going to be here no more. So these are really few nuggets to drop financially. So pay yourself first. Always make sure you have that 5-10% away, out of sight, out of mind. And you will be surprised that by putting that money away, you'll still be able to arrange yourself to live a good life without having to feel like you're sacrificing too much. Pay yourself first. Try to have a 3-month, this is 6 months, but see how I'm doing 2 to 3 months minimal saved away into that investment where you can pull out just in case life starts happening. And then not really having bad debt, like credit card. So that goes to like constantly using up credit card, constantly credit score is terrible. Not being able to do simple, and it takes so long to get back. I've been there where credit's down the toilet, working back to get to it. And sometimes life calls to things like in my story, like when I was in college, I had to use my cards because I had no way of getting loans. So I used my card, the loans and things like that to pay for college. So that's good investment. I was investing into my education. So now when I'm here today, I can make that extra to start slowly having good, stable credit for the long term. Credit will always fluctuate, but at least stay in the upper 600 to 700 so that you're not sweating when you need a new car, you need a mortgage, you need to get an apartment, you need to get even a phone, simple things like that. So try to minimize bad debt and having multiple streams of incomes, including investment, real estate, things like that. It's work in progress, but at least constantly having that at the back of the mind is so important, especially to us women. We don't think of that. Sometimes we default that to our partners, our husband, our fiancés, to be taken care of. But sometimes it's important, especially for us women of color, African women, whatever, to also have a say and be in the knowings of our finances. And if your partner is not allowing you, then hit that warning seek support, seek help, seek advice, and you've not heeded that warning. Until then, if you can work it out in your mind, you can work it out in your finances. Those 3 simple tips, do not forget. Bye.